guys, we're now joined by Monki from Radio 1 Extra, and Monki's just played live.
How you doing?
Awesome, good to have you.
Thanks.
So where were you performing?
I was playing in a hangar stage, which is pretty self-explanatory. It looks like a big sort of airplane hangar, but they've built it obviously especially for the weekend. So
awesome. What was the vibe like amongst the crowd? Because obviously quite early on in the day still.
Yeah. So it's quite early on in the day, and I didn't see anything because I was in a buggy on the back roads. So I was like, I don't know, is it busy? Like people got here really early or whatever. So I didn't see anything until I walked up the steps and I was on the stage. And when I got there, it was absolutely filled to the rafters, so I was like, yes.
How was the set?
Yeah, it was really good. You can always rely on Manchester to have a good crowd, so
that was my second question. I mean, do you ever nosebleed when you come north of Wicklow, or do you know this part of the world at all?
I probably spend more time gigging up north than I do down south, to be honest.
Wow.
And I think the further north you get, the crazier the crowds get. So
really,
yeah,
I love that.
So God help you when you arrive in Glasgow.
I know.
How long have you been doing it for, sir? How long have you been doing it for?
I've been DJing for about 7 years, but I've been doing it full time for probably about 6. So I started pretty young. I was like 17, 18.
Where did you start?
I started, the first people to give me a residency in London were these guys in West London called Seb and Leo, who used to run a night in West called Yo-Yo. And at the same time, I got my first residency in Camden at a club called Coco for Annie Mac.
Yeah, no,
when she
that Miles stamping ground.
Yeah, when she used to do Annie Mac Presents in Coco, and she gave me my first set there. I wasn't billed or anything. She just let me turn up and play when the doors opened, and yeah, it was crazy.
And here you are now playing festivals and going on tour.
Have you got anything coming up festival-wise? Yeah,
all the usual ones really. We've got I'll be coming back and forth from Ibiza to festivals here for the next sort of like 2 to 3 months, and a couple of festivals in Croatia as well. And we just announced that we'll be hosting the first BBC introducing stage at Creamfields just for electronic artists, which is really exciting. We've never done that before, and I'm curating it, so people will be submitting mixes and their own production, and myself and Danny Howard on Radio 1 will be going through all the submissions and then picking, I think, 3 or 4 DJs to join us to play on I think it's like 1,500 capacity tent in Creamfields. So
Danny Howard, a northerner, isn't
yeah, is he from Blackpool, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from that way on, isn't he? The northwest. But you know, when you're thinking about like you've just reeled off Ibiza, Croatia. I mean, obviously people think, wow, what a life, but you must be absolutely shattered as well.
I've been up since 6:30 today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to get an early train up here. I left all my mates asleep in the apartment. They're not coming up here till tomorrow.
People don't see that side, do they? They just see the glamour.
Yeah, and I shared a train with a load of festival goers that were super up for it. I think they were drinking already, and I was on my laptop trying to sort out my playlist.
Yeah. Is there anyone you got kind of the feelers out for today you want to watch today?
You know what? I haven't even looked at lineup today, but tomorrow I'm going to go watch Armin van Helden.
Oh yes,
because I'm a massive fan.
Yeah,
and then hopefully do some radio stuff with him afterwards.
Nice.
My producer's actually doing it now. I don't actually have to be there for the Armin interview because it's all self-contained, but I was like, no, I'm going to be there. I was like, I want to meet him.
I will be there. No matter what I'm doing, I'll be there.
He's a sort of DJ's DJ, isn't he? He's like one hero. So yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna become busy mates by the end of this weekend.
Fatboy Slim playing as well.
Yeah. Fatboy Slim.
He's playing the hangar as well tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to stick around, probably go to the afters.
Well, we'll hopefully catch you tomorrow at Armin van Helden. If not, we'll see you maybe at Fatboy Slim later.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
I'm now with Pavo and Tony from Above and Beyond. We're backstage at the hangar. How cool. Hello.
Hello.
This because we've only got one.
We've just got one gerbil to speak into. Hello, gerbil.
So welcome to Parklife. Are you excited about seeing any acts yourself? Are you going to check out any acts today? Maybe when you've done your set?
Well, I hear London Grammar are playing, and I'm a huge fan, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, we'd love to. I'd love to. Obviously, the weather is counting again. Oh, I think London Grammar for me,
yeah.
But the weather's horrible.
It is.
It's funny, our tour manager was saying, you know, people say, why don't we do more UK festivals? Now we remember, yeah, it's cold and rainy.
So where are you guys going? Is it in abroad, like out overseas? Are you going to Ibiza? Are you doing...
Yeah, well, I'm going to Las Vegas to go to EDC. I'm going to go on Tuesday to get acclimatized to the 120 degree heat and sunshine. We're doing a pool party on Thursday and then EDC I think on Saturday. Which is...
I'm weeping inside. Put the gerbil to my heart.
The gerbil understands being warm because he's got a nice furry coat. But it's great. It's actually very, very hot. But luckily, most of the outdoor events happen late at night, so the temperature goes down a little bit and people don't roast. It's just the poor crews who have to set the thing up during the day that really roast. Yeah.
Favorite gig?
That's like picking one of your favorite gigs. Like we do get to play so many different kinds of things. We really like festivals. Sometimes the really smaller gigs are amazing. Like just thinking of Manchester, one of our favorite gigs of the whole last year, I think, was our acoustic show we did here at the Albert Hall.
Albert Hall, wonderful.
We did this acoustic show where we were playing a lot more mellow music as a live band, and it was the loudest crowd of the whole tour. And just an incredible thing.
What a beautiful building as well, the Albert Hall.
It is incredible. We've played it electronically, as it were. We DJ'd there before, but we always thought it would be a really great place to do the acoustic show. And I think because it was standing, I think that gave people, I don't know, just put them in a different mood, because most of the other venues we did, like the Albert Hall, were seated venues, and obviously if you're sitting down, you're probably relaxing a bit more, where these people were standing, and it was so loud. It was fantastic. The singing, I mean. Yeah.
Have you played Manchester Parklife before, the festival?
I don't think we have.
No.
First time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the fact you have to think about it. That is such an envious position to be in. You know, you're living the dream. Really, you're living a dream.
Well, it's like, I think this is our 17th year together as a band.
Wow.
So you know, we've been really traveling a lot, playing a lot of gigs, but it's kind of cool. You know, still after 17 years, we can like take the train up to Manchester and
awesome.
Take part in a proper UK festival.
Because of course the third member, he's not with us today.
No.
So obviously you guys, I was chatting earlier, and you say that you give that time so you can have friend and family time, and usually travel in a duo. Is that correct?
Yeah, we 3 in the squad, 2 in the team is the way we do it with Above and Beyond. It enables the band to do a lot more gigs than if it was just, you know, we were doing it all together. And frankly, there's not that much to do on stage when you're DJing. To have 3 people, there'd be quite a lot of standing around time. Yeah. So we decided that we would send 2. It's a bit more engaging with 2 people. We play back to back. And then the other person is at home working in the studio and doing our weekly radio show that we do.
Plus, Above and Beyond sounds like 2 people anyway. So.
Yeah,
there's always that.
Isn't it? Yeah. Now, we have to mention, obviously, in Manchester, we're asking everyone we interview today at Parklife to give a lovely message, because obviously recently we've had quite a scare on the music scene, as you know, with the recent events of the attack. And have you got a lovely message just for the musicians and artists today, and obviously the crowds out there who've come to see you at Parklife?
Well, I thought the best post-attack comment I've ever heard from anybody. Obviously, you know, a week later we had one in London, and the next day there was this guy. I think I don't know what he does for a living actually, but he went back to the restaurant in London Bridge, which is really close to our studio, to pay his bill and tip the staff. And the BBC interviewed him, and he said, you know, if having drinks and laughing with friends and chatting up attractive men is something that upsets them, and it's something we're going to do more. And I thought that was such a wonderful way of saying we have such a resilience in this country, dating back to the Blitz. Things come, terrible things happen, but we managed to, you know, a few weeks later put on an event. Obviously there was an event to celebrate the lives of those who died. I thought that was fantastic that it came together so quickly. There was no fear. I think, you know, everybody's love of music and socialising is a really important thing in this country, and that it continues after such horrible attacks gives us all hope, and that's really the most important thing, I think.
Definitely, yeah. It's a lovely response, I think, and we've got to carry on and keep loving each other, haven't we? And
there is, you know,
the beautiful music.
Without getting too Woodstock, there is a feeling today walking around. I don't know whether it's just my imagination, but people are smiling a lot more at policemen.
Yeah.
We were saying that earlier on, you know. I smiled at my first policeman in decades, and there's that real sense, you know, you said Dunkirk, and you know, long may it rain.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, I hope you have an amazing set. You're due on in about 20 minutes.
Fantastic.
How exciting.
Great.
We'll be there raving.
Will the gerbil be dancing?
We'll bring him. We'll bring him along.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Have an awesome day.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Great to see you.
Hi, guys. It's Gem and Ian. I know. Gem and Ian back. We're here at Parklife still. We've got loads going on. We're at a beautiful tribute about to happen before the 1975 come on stage.
Sasha, Sean and Sam have organised this tribute to the 22 people that we lost in the attack at the arena. We know on the 22nd of May we had an absolute appalling attack on Manchester. And it wasn't just about an attack on Manchester, it was about an attack on the UK, an attack on everybody who is a citizen of our city. I also want to bring on stage the people who supported us that evening. Greater Manchester Police, the Ambulance Service and the Fire Service. These are the people who make Manchester the special city it is. Tonight we think about all of the families who lost loved ones. We think about those who were injured and those who were traumatised by the attack. And I'm here to thank you for your solidarity with them, for your solidarity with each other, and for staying true to what our city, what Manchester is all about.